Welcome back to Time and Luxury. I'm Kamal Chulaka, your host for today. Welcome to today's video where we're going to solve one of the most confusing aspects of watch collecting. What exactly makes a watch luxury and how do the different tiers of luxury watches actually compare? The luxury watch market spans from around $1,000 all the way up to pieces costing millions. Today I'm breaking this vast landscape into 6 different categories that will help you understand what you're actually getting at each price point. I've developed this framework after years of following the watch market, but also tuning in to what's happening in the watch industry today. Analyzing timepieces across multiple brands and all price points. Here is what I've arrived at. Of course, it is a little subjective and you're free to make up your own categorization, but this may give you a kind of a starting point. I define entry-level luxury as watches between $1,000 to just under $5,000, lower mid-luxury as $5,000 to under $10,000, and mid-level luxury as $10,000 to just under $20,000. True luxury is what I define as $20,000 to $50,000, and premium luxury between $50,000 to just under $100,000, with ultra luxury coming in over $100,000. Now let's explore what each category offers. Entry-level luxury is where serious watchmaking begins. At this tier, you're getting legitimate Swiss or Japanese craftsmanship with respectable finishing. Many watches feature modified third-party movements like the ETA 2824 or Sellita SW200. Though you'll occasionally find basic in-house calibers. Materials are primarily stainless steel with good quality leather for straps. The finishing is predominantly machine done, but with attention to detail that separates these from fashion watches. This category includes brands like entry-level Omega, Oris, Longines, Tagore, Tudor, etc. What you won't find here are extensive hand finishing, precious metals beyond accents, or sophisticated complications beyond chronographs and GMTs. Now when we move on to the lower mid-luxury, that is between $5,000 to just under $10,000, it gets a little better. The jump to lower mid-luxury brings significant improvements. In-house movements become more common with better finishing and more refined technical solutions. Think entry-level Rolex models, higher-end Omega, most Tudor watches, and Grand Seiko. The finishing quality takes a noticeable step up with more hand-polished elements and attention to detail. You'll find more exclusive materials, better bracelets, and improved crown and bezel mechanisms. Brand prestige increases substantially in this category, as does resale value. Many collectors consider this the sweet spot between quality and value in luxury watchmaking. Now coming to mid-level luxury, that is what I consider between $10,000 to just under $20,000. At this level, the improvements become more subtle but significant to enthusiasts. Movements are almost exclusively in-house with sophisticated architecture and higher levels of decoration. Materials expand to include more precious metals, with gold becoming increasingly common. The hand finishing reaches new levels of refinement with more attention to details like beveled edges, Geneva stripes, and pearlage. Brands like Rolex, Jaeger-LeCoultre, and mid-range IWC and Panerai dominate the space. These watches offer strong value retention and often become legacy pieces passed through generations. When we reach the luxury category, we enter rarefied air. These timepieces feature some of the finest in-house movements with exceptional finishing. Precious metals become the norm rather than the exception, with platinum making occasional appearances. Hand finishing is extensive, with even hidden parts receiving careful attention. Complications become more sophisticated, brand prestige reaches new heights. This category includes entry-level pieces from the Holy Trinity of watches, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, and Vacheron Constantin. as well as Lange and high-end models from brands like Blancpain. These watches are serious investments, often appreciating over time. Premium luxury represents watchmaking at a level few will ever experience. These pieces feature exclusive in-house movements with proprietary innovations, often developed over many years. The hand finishing reaches artistic levels with techniques like black polishing and hand engraving. Production numbers are extremely limited, sometimes just dozens of pieces annually. Complications become increasingly sophisticated, and the heritage behind these pieces is often measured in centuries. This category includes complicated Patek Philippe models, premium Audemars Piguet, and Vacheron Constantin pieces. Most A. Lange watches and entry-level Richard Mille models. Finally, we arrive at the ultra luxury category, the pinnacle of horological achievement. These timepieces represent the absolute cutting edge of what's possible in mechanical watchmaking. Every component is finished to perfection, offered under microscopes by master craftsmen who spent decades perfecting their art. Materials are exclusively precious, sometimes incorporating rare or innovative substances. Complications reach the zenith with grand sonneries, minute repeaters, perpetual calendars, and tourbillons, often combined in single watches. These pieces come from legendary houses like Patek Philippe, independent masters like Philippe Beaufort or F.P. Journe, or avant-garde creators like Richard Mille and Rubel Fosse. They're not just timepieces, but horological art that often appreciates significantly in value. Now that we've explored each category, let's examine a few key aspects across the spectrum. By lower mid luxury, in house calibers become common. The difference isn't just who makes the movements, but the level of finishing, technical sophistication, and exclusivity. By the time we reach ultra luxury, movements are completely unique, often patented innovations representing years or decades of development. Finishing quality follows a similar progression. Entry level pieces have primarily machine finishing with some hand applied elements. Lower mid luxury introduces more hand finishing, particularly on visible components. By mid level luxury, hand finishing extends to less visible parts, and at the highest tiers, even components that will never be seen by the owner receive meticulous attention from master craftsmen. Most interesting is the value proposition. Entry level luxury offers tremendous value in pure watchmaking terms. As you climb the ladder, you enter the realm of diminishing returns in purely technical terms, but increasing reward in exclusivity, heritage, and craftsmanship. At the highest levels, watches become investment pieces, often appreciating rather than depreciating over time. Understanding these categories helps navigate the complex world of luxury watches. Remember that exceptional pieces exist at every price point, and the best category is the one that aligns with your personal values and resources. A thoughtfully chosen luxury level watch can bring as much joy as an ultra luxury piece if it connects with you as a collector. That said, understanding what distinguishes each category helps one appreciate the craft behind these remarkable timepieces. What's your favorite category of luxury watches? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more watch content. Until next time, this is Kamal Chilaka, your host for Time and Luxury. Happy watch collecting.